Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Watson. Man open, here's Jones. Touchdown, Houston. Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 27, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking deep for Jennings. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, this is Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Woo! Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Watson. Rolling to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 25 on second down, Jones steps away to his left, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. Campbell making the catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Out to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Jones, a final shot before break, being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one, 38 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll get this off to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
36 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Second down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Mac Jones.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have scored again in this third quarter. This time the move out in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 50 yards. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
With baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
226 yards.